Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's talk video. Just hanging out in my room, sipping coffee by the window on this rainy, foggy day. Today's video is actually going to be about social media and relationships, not just the lovey-dovey stuff, but like friendships, parents, just like in general, social media and how I feel like it's not good, okay? And I see enough of it online, like I witness it, I see it, I experience it, so I just have the urge to like finally make a video about it because I'm just like, always get these thoughts in my head that I don't end up talking about it. So I'm like, okay, so, and I'm surprised I never really talked about this, like mainly in a talk video, and I filmed how many talk videos now? Social media, I think, definitely affects relationships. Online and offline, obviously, in ways that most of us don't realize. Like people will say, oh no, it's fine, like I'm good, like I promise I'm good, like it's not affecting. It is, I think it is. I'm gonna get to all of it. Of course, the relationship part is the main, but like it does affect friendships, if you're with your parents, if you're at your job, stuff like that. Like it just really comes in the way of things these days, more so that people realize. In terms of parents and stuff, I think that, like, you spend time with your parents, but you're on your phone. Like, what if you don't live away? Like, what if you don't live with your parents? You go visit them, but you're on your phone the whole time. You go out to eat, or you're in the living room talking, but you're, like, on your phone just doing whatever. Like, if you're a text message is one thing, just to, like, hey, I'm at my parent kind of thing. But, like, if you're on Facebook scrolling and we're having a conversation with your parents and stuff, so that I don't think is nice to do. I think it's rude and disrespectful, okay? In terms of friendships, if you're hanging out with your friends made time to see you, so why are you gonna be like all over social media? For me, when I'm with my friends, the only thing I really do, I don't think I scroll much on Facebook unless we're like absolutely bored and things, but like I mostly have the video going, like I'm just filming, I'm taking pictures, like that's why my phone's out. I'm just like, look guys, hey, here, because they know me. My friends know me. They know that I have a camera all the time. Like, I'm pictures and videos. Hello. I'm like the Blockbuster of the friendship. So, but yeah. Friends took time out of their day to hang out with you because they wanted to, okay? And you're just gonna, like, ignore them basically and just be on Facebook. They're trying to have a conversation. Maybe they're trying to help you through. Like, maybe they're trying to, like, tell you their problems. Something's going on in their life. But you're like, yeah, oh, what he do? Girl, that's like, that, no. Again, rude and disrespectful. At your jobs, you really can't be on social media, like you can't be on your phone really at your job because you have a job to do. Like, how rude can that be? Hi, did you find everything all right today? Good, I'll be right with you. Bobby posted this cute-ass picture. Like, no, you're gonna tell your boss, oh, one sec, I need to retweet this thing I saw at 9 o'clock this morning. Girl, no. And some people do that, you know? And the Apple Watch is a great way for things, jobs now. Like, people use their Apple Watch. People get Apple Watches just to use at work. I want one just to use at work so I can text. But I'm not going to be scrolling on Facebook and stuff. And then, of course, the relationship is the main issue of all of this. When you're in a couple, when you're in a committed relationship and the world is at your fingertips. Every guy and every girl is at your fingertips. Every social media, locations, apps, this, that. All these other pictures that people can just like up and be like and get other people in their feelings. Because everything you do on social media, whether it's private or whatever, it shows. You'll find it sooner or later. It makes people have trust issues. They feel like they have to investigate and they feel like they lose their mind a little bit. Like, it really affects people emotionally, mentally, physically. Like, there's so much that this social media thing in relationships could go, like, literally hundreds of directions, okay? I'm gonna try my best to explain and keep it in the clearest direction. Me, experience-wise, it's made me have trust issues a little bit. It's made me, like, question a lot and make myself feel crazy when I feel like I shouldn't. But I feel like there are things you shouldn't do in a relationship that have to do with social media. But I feel like if people say that to their partner, their boyfriend or girlfriend, it makes you feel like you're the insecure person, like you're the jealous one, when in reality, I feel like you just want what's best for the relationship. You're in this committed relationship, so why are we gonna be on our phones all the time, and why are we gonna be like talking to people and downloading certain apps that we shouldn't be downloading? Anyways, and people will do like excuses, and it starts arguments, and people, well, you did this. I mean, really, this goes in any direction. So I'm gonna try my best to explain everything in a good way, because I know when I talk, I just go on and I'm all over the place. So I will try my best. You know, like Instagram, you can see who's following who's liking what's pics, and private or not, you can still see that. Twitter, you can see it. Snapchat, you can see like their Snapchat number go up, and you're like, oh, who are you texting? I know you don't talk to many people, so who are these people, these numbers going up, or who are you talking to? Like, and like you kind of think like, if somebody doesn't have much, like, and I've seen where people who don't have much to begin with, like much friends in a way, and interaction, all of a sudden like where did that happen? Like how? Like, so it makes people question like what, when, why, how, like when did this happen? Where was I? But then you feel like the insecure person. And sometimes you are right and people are being shady, but then other times you are wrong and they're not doing anything bad, but then now you feel like the idiot now. And like, oh, and then it starts a fight, and then it looks like it's your fault because you did this, but you just have concerns and feeling because you care about the person. Like, it's more like, you know, so it really creates a confusion. It really creates a massive brawl of confusion in a relationship, and it crumbles things apart. My opinion. I think, dreamly speaking, I think a dream of mine for a relationship would be to get together, and you kind of cut off social media. Like, I know that'd be hard for me to do, but like cut it off, get secure in your relationship, so you know, like, you both are good on that level. So when you get, like, if you were to go on social media, you know, like, you're so secure, you don't have to worry about shit, you know? Anybody can try to come to you, but you know you strong in the relationship and be like, I'm good. Like, hey, we're on this level, back up, you know? And I feel like there's so much more I want to say, but I can't think of it at the moment. It's crazy. You know, and I've read so many articles, I looked up so many articles, and I'm just like, oh my God, everything is making sense. Just Google relationships and social media. You'll find plenty of articles and stuff that it talks about and what the studies show, and like, yeah, like I really feel like it suffers relationships. One reason why relationships back in the day made it and people got married at earlier ages, because that was just the time. Today at 21, if you're getting married and like social media is a thing, all these people, by the time you're like 25, people can get comfortable, like too comfortable and kind of over the person. And then that breaks the relationship part. They wander off. They wander, you need to do their own thing. Like, they get comfortable. They're like, oh, my other options. Like, you need to be able to keep that connection strong at all times, you know? And if there's an issue, you need to simply talk about it and don't hide it. Again, experiences. So I know. Facebook, you can obviously see who likes who and who posts what, and you know, it's people and what's shady about social media, all these places have options to make things like hidden and private. It's like, really? Like, are you trying to get people like in trouble? Like that, like these people know better. Like, remember when Snapchat first kind of came out and it showed like everybody's profile, who your top 3 usernames, who your best friends were considered? Oh my God, that got a lot of people in trouble, I think. But then they took it away and everybody started freaking out like, oh my God, now who am I going to know who their best friend is? Like, it just creates this like insecurity in the world, you know? It's just not good. In the gay community, I think it really gets stupid because like everybody hooks up with everybody, like everybody knows each other, like it's a small town, small world everywhere you go apparently, and you see who they're liking. So it's like, if I'm a guy who doesn't have like the body, the abs, or I'm not like the manliest, okay, if your boyfriend were to like, and same with the girl, I'll get there. So, like, let's say your boyfriend, like, you are not the manliest, you don't have this body and all that, but your man is liking other guys' pictures who have the bodies, who have the masculine feel and look, and just all like, you know, so it makes you like insecure, like, oh my God, like, I'm sorry, I'm not the manliest for you. And like, do you want that? Like, and some people be like, well, I don't see why not. Like, and that's the problem too, I think. I mean, again, it goes in every direction. Same thing with straight couples, you know. A girl may like other guys' pictures, the guy will have a cow. Because men are prideful, let me tell you. And then women can be real emotional insecure if their guy is liking other women with, like, let's say bigger boobs, or like provocative looking pictures, because then you'll be like, okay, so why are you liking her pictures? She's bent over, why are you liking that? And you can obviously see who's liking what, like, it just creates this mass confusion. And then it looks like you're the insecure one. Then your relationship is like insecure, then. But then another topic would be people who post their relationships down our throats on social media. And that, I think, and I have read this in articles, that it shows that the relationship is insecure already, and that they feel the need to push, like, oh, we're fine, look, we're happy, good, when it really sucks in the end. Like, there's really behind the scenes, but you want everyone to see how happy you are, and oh my God. There are very rare cases that I see couples on social media doing their thing and happy, because they don't post their relationship down each other's throats, and you don't hear much about things. They don't post much. So I think for a relationship to like really be on that fire level is to like, both of you would have to cut off social media a little bit. Like, really, like, if you go out to eat, don't be on your phones. Like, just, if you're bored out of your mind, just stare at each other at the table and just in silence until something happens, something comes up in life. There's lots of things that can happen in life. So just talk about it. Do a cute little game at the table. Hell, rock, paper, scissors, that shit. Like Stone Age. Like, do something. Just don't be on your phones, Because you won't have people to talk to if you're not on your phone, right? You won't have social media to scroll. So you actually have your one and only in front of you. Okay? Maybe we need to go back to the Stone Age times where we had nothing. That's how couples back in the day seem to have worked. So let's get back to that. If you're at home, if you guys live together and you're at home watching TV, you both are on your phones at the different ends of the couch. How about we don't? How about you don't? How about you just, if you're going to be bored because you're not on your phone, that's kind of sad. We need to like figure out some new things. We need to figure out what to do with ourselves, with our lives. Okay, if we're going to be that bored that we need to be on our phones. I'm guilty. I know I'm guilty of it. But I feel like I've worked on it in times. Like, if I'm with my parents, I'm off the phone. Like, unless it's an urgent thing, of course. Like, if I was with my relationship, I would try to, like, I feel like I really did good, because it was an issue for us back in the past about me being on my phone too much. So I, like, really cut down. I feel like if I'm at the restaurant, I'm not on my phone as much unless he was on his phone. Then, like, well, he's on his phone, and then if I say something, I look like the bitch, right? Okay. So it creates this thing. It's like, ugh. If you say something, you're insecure. If you don't say something, it's like, oh, you're insecure. Like, oh. But if you don't say something because you don't want to start an argument, it eats you up inside. Then that makes you crazy in the head. And it just, oh my God. Another thing I saw that I thought made a great point. Because, guys love other guys' pictures, right? And girls love other guys. And guys love it. Like, everybody likes each other's pictures, right? There was this headline, don't do it in person if you were to do it online, but don't do it in person, or don't do it in person, or something like that, where somebody would post a picture like, oh, you're hot, or nice, or like, would you say that to their face with your partner right next to you? Like, I was like, oh, boom, like bullseye. Like, if someone was like, oh, nice, or comment with the fire emoji, would you go up to that person? Like, would me and my boyfriend go up to that person and my boyfriend would be like, oh, fire, like, oh, you're looking good, with me next to me? I'm pretty sure he would not. Okay. Or if somebody was like, simple, looking good, like, I don't think that person would say looking good with the partner next to them, or that would create some issue, unless that person just doesn't mind, or if you guys are that secure in the relationship that you feel like, oh, okay, my man could get compliments all he wants, flirt a little bit, but I know he's coming home with me at the end of the night. I know it's nothing harmless. And there are people like that who I've seen, which are like #1 goals, where you are so good in the relationship and people are like, look at my man, bitch. Oh, he's flirting a little bit because they're flirting with him. Oh, it's just a good sign. Oh, good, yeah. Because the other people would respect the relationship. And you could spot a hole from a mile away too. So, you just have to know and read these things, and unfortunately go through some experiences to learn as well. And then how about issues where things have happened in the past, right? And then you guys are better, you guys are having a good time, but now you know what had happened in the past, and now you have these trust issues, and you feel real insecure now and jealous about things in your part. And then it goes for like a simple, you text them and they don't answer you, but they're on social media. You're following them. You're checking their account. You're spying. You're spying on everybody's account because you're like, where is he? I need to find his location. And they make it to where you can see their locations, and people make that private. And people are like, oh, no, 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 no. I need to see your location. But that makes you feel insecure. Like, oh, he's not texting me back. Where is he? His private thing is turned off. And it makes you lose your mind. Yeah, and that's been me in the past too. So it's like, oh my God. So much stuff. I keep leaving things out. I keep filming. I keep stopping the video, and I keep forgetting things that I wanted to say. But then see how my mind goes. I'm all over the place. Always, you know. When I was talking about social media and the people liking people, if they're getting all the likes and they're getting the attention, it really makes people full of themselves and gawky. It makes people like the ego goes out the window. Like it really makes them like, oh, all these people are liking me. Oh, I love all this attention. Oh, I love all these people. Or like Facebook, people are all adding each other because they all have like all these mutual friends. So it's like, oh, I must know them somehow. They all know my other friends, my other mutual hoes. And so, okay, they like my pictures on Facebook. And you don't even know half these people that just, because they're liking your pictures, and people do all the hashtags for the like. That I've done. But like, it like boosts the ego, and then you feel like you're better than everybody. Like you feel like, oh, and then that affects the relationship because it's like, and it makes the other person insecure. I've had this issue with me where it's like all these people are liking you, nobody's liking me because I'm just like a nobody, I guess, but you're a somebody, and all these people are liking you, and all these, like, you got fans or whatever, and it makes you feel like, what am I doing? Like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not. Like, it makes you feel like, are you really that cute? Are you really like that? Like, are you doing something wrong where you're not getting attention? Like, it really makes you think. It makes you go crazy. But again, if you say something, you look like you're the one overreacting, and you're the one going crazy. And it's like, you see how it turns into everything? Like, with like the slightest like issue, it makes you look crazy. And then like if the partner says something, then they look like the bitch, or like, like, oh my God, okay. And then it turns into, and I've had this experience, because everybody's liking them, but nobody's liking like my stuff. Not that I care really, but it still makes you think like, okay, why am I not getting the attention? Not that I want it, but you see what I'm saying though? Like, I don't care either way, but like, you're not getting any of that attention. And then I've had where some of those people who like all the pictures, they think that person, that they think the boyfriend could do so much better than like you, me. Like I've had that issue where people feel like my relationship, ex or whatever, could do better than me because I guess I'm not the manliest, or they need somebody that's more like him, or like people have said that. I'm just like, oh my God, like, and that makes you feel stupid, like insecure. It makes you feel like, oh my God, I'm sorry again, I'm not this manly or whatever, like I don't got this look, or I don't have this like lifestyle, like, you see how it kind of just creates unnecessary troubles. Bottom line, and in the end, in conclusion, social media, I think, needs to be improved with in terms for relationships. Do I think it's going to get better? No, but be that better person. Work for that better relationship. Don't let social media be that factor that ruins your life of happiness. Because what? You break up and you got social media, like you got what you want. Okay, now you have lots of free time on social media, and you get bored and lonely and just scroll, and now you're like, oh, I should have been better. Like, don't be that one. If you're out to eat, get off the phone. If you're home together, get off the phone. If you with your parents, get off the phone. If you're at work, get off the phone. Get off the phone. Like, really, the only time you should be on the phone is if you're by yourself, just scrolling. By yourself, in the bathroom, in the car, like, if you're by yourself, if you're with somebody, know that there's gonna be some limits that you need to watch. Like, okay, phone needs to be limited now. Okay, that's all I'm saying.